All right, ladies, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a clip from this young lady where she's talking about how, she's out here dating and it seems like guys like her, but they don't really want to commit or get into anything serious. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video. I'm going to start it, stop it in between to let you ladies know what's actually happening here, right? And, pardon the audio because she's outside and there's wind going, but I'm gonna, we're gonna get into this because this is a very important video and all you ladies need to watch this and to show this to your lady friends so you can understand what's going on out here in the game. So let's start this. Here we go.
One thing that confuses me about dating right now is that it feels like a lot of guys like me, but they don't want me. Like, they're physically attracted to me, they might like talking to me, they like all my stories and everything on Instagram, they might send me a DM every so often, but no one wants to actually make an effort.
So she's saying that it seems like a lot of guys like her, but don't want her, right? And so they'll interact with her, but they don't really want to make an effort to make anything happen. Now, this is the thing. This is the key. You got ladies have to understand. These guys don't really like you, right? So if you're interacting with a guy and it's very surface level and all that, he's not trying to, take it anywhere. He doesn't really like you. He just is sexually attracted to you and wants sex. Right? So this is why you get the attention, but you don't actually get anything really happening or really going. But let's continue.
To create something substantial with me. No one wants to make any sort of commitment. No one wants to plan dates. And I feel like I'm in such a weird period. Sorry, there were people, but it just feels like I'm in a weird holding period with a lot of these guys who are definitely breadcrumbing me, stringing me along, making me think that they're eventually going to make an effort. I just have to give it time and I can't rush anything. There was one certain guy that we had been on 2 dates. They went really well. We were talking, we were FaceTiming, and I tried to plan a third because he hadn't yet and it had been 2 weeks since we had seen each other. So I tried to plan a third and he told me that he thought I was forcing it and he was like, it'll just happen, let it happen, like when we can see each other. I'm like, plans just don't happen out of thin air. Someone has to plan it and clearly you're not. So I was told I was forcing it. So I don't know, it's very confusing to be liked by many but wanted by none.
Okay, so she's saying that she seems like she's in this in-between space of things are probably going to happen, but not. And she's talking to this guy and he's like, yo, chill, relax, you're forcing it. And, she's like, I'm liked by many, but really wanted by none. Right. And I know a lot of you ladies can relate to this. Now, let me put you onto some game. Okay. Now, with this particular situation with this woman, I don't know what she did with that guy, that third guy she was talking about, or the guy she went out with twice and she was trying to get on that third date or whatever. I don't know specifically what happened, but if they did have sex, what could have happened is he's falling back because that's all he wanted. Or if they didn't have sex, right, he was expecting sex to happen. He's not really that interested in her. So he has her on the back burner. He's trying to get sex from other women. And because he may not be interested in her like that, he's just kind of like, yeah, don't force it. I'll get to you and I get to you. Now, I want you ladies to pay attention to what I'm about to say next because this will get you to understand it. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that these guys, right, when it's surface level and it's that type of energy, we're getting all these guys that seem interested, but they never really want to make it happen as far as something consistent and substantial. It's because they don't like you, but they like sex, right? Now, follow what I'm about to say. Think about when you ladies meet a man that you are not really that into, but you'll still probably go on a date with him. You'll still talk to him on the phone and interact with him. But really, really deep down, you're not really interested in this guy. You're not really, you don't really want him, but you are, interacting with him and taking the attention, right? So from his perspective, he's saying, wait a second, this girl seems like she likes me. She's hanging out with me. She's talking with me, but we're not having any sex, right? So the opposite happens for guys. You're like, these guys want to have sex, but they don't want to do anything else outside of that. So the same way where the guys who don't like you want to keep it surface level just because of sex, it's the same way where the guys you don't like, you want to just give non-sexual attention without sex. So what happens is that when you don't really like a guy, you'll withhold sex, but you'll give attention. When a guy doesn't really like you, he'll have sex with you, but he'll withhold non-sexual attention. You see what I'm saying? So men and women are doing similar things just in different ways, right? We express how we don't like a particular person based on what we do. So when a guy really doesn't like you, it's just really sex. You think that his desire to have sex with you means he actually likes you. What I'm trying to tell you is that these guys don't like you like that, right? The guys who actually like you like that, they want sex, but they also want non-sexual attention and time with you, right? The guys who don't like you, they'll just have sex with you. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. Just like the guys that you like, you would have sex with them and you would hang out with them non-sexually. But the guys that you don't like, what do? You'll go out to dinner with them, right? You'll talk to him. You'll probably have him in the friend zone at some point, but you don't really like him. So therefore you're not being sexual with him. You see what I'm saying? So the same way where you are using the guy for attention, it's the same way where men are using you for sex. You see how that works? So if you want a guy who actually gives a fuck and who actually, likes you beyond sex, right? I always tell you, ladies, you gotta be better than your vagina. Because if you are not better than your vagina, all they're gonna want is vagina. And you're gonna be confused because you're gonna think them giving you attention because they want your vagina means they actually like you. All right, so ladies, listen, if you need any help, hit me up in the DM and I'll holler at you later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.